Well, hi everyone. We have practice test here. This is actually a little longer than the one I'm going to be giving you in class, but it's still good to practice. Maybe a little more than what you would actually have to do for the performance here. All right, a squared minus 15a minus 100. All right, I'm looking to multiply to get negative 100 and add to get negative 15. Multiply to that term, add to that. And I think, since it's negative, we're going to go negative 20 times 5. And we could do this with grouping, or we could go straight to the answer, but I'm going to write it as grouping. I'm going to take a squared minus 20a plus 5a minus 100. All right, GCF there is a, and I get a minus 20 here. GCF here is 5, and I get a minus 20 here. And GCF now of these two terms is a minus 20, and then I have the a plus 5. Like I said, you could have gone straight to here with these when 1 is the coefficient. Grouping always works. When 1 is not the coefficient, you have to do this. And that might be the case we have on number 2 here. What multiplies to 4 times 9? You got to take the 4 times the 9. That's 36. And adds to negative 13. Let's see. 9 times 4 and 9 plus 4 make them both negative. And you multiply, you'll get positive 36, and you add, you'll get negative 13. So I'm going to call that 4c squared minus 9c minus 4c plus 9. The order doesn't, you'll get the same answer whichever order you use on that. So that's the nice thing about these. All right, GCF looks like c. And I got 4c minus 9 here. I don't see anything but 1 there. And I'm going to use negative 1. When this is minus, I'll use the negative there. And then I get 4c. Negative 1 times 4c is negative 4c. Negative 1 times negative 9 gives me positive 9. So these are the same. That means it's working. So I got 4c minus 9 times c minus 1. Now number 3 here. We got to simplify. Factoring is a component there. So I'm going to write the 9x squared GCF here, 4x squared. I got x squared I can get, and 4 is the GCF of 4 and 28. So I'm looking at x minus 7 here. I got 4x squared down here. And on this one, x squared minus 6x minus 7.
Are you getting
Hi.
abundance?
I'm
so sorry, I don't want to interrupt. I wasn't sure.
Okay. All right. We are good here, guys. Now what multiplies, and we can go through this, but I'm pretty sure I know that I can go minus 7 here and plus 1 if I go through this process. That's what this one is factored. All right, I got the x squareds I can cancel out. I got the x minus 7s I can cancel out. I can cancel out the 4s. And the 9 is up there. The x squared is up there. And the x plus 1 is left there. All right. X cannot equal 7. It cannot equal negative 1. And it cannot equal 0. Okay, everything else will simplify to that, whatever value you have for x. All right, I'm going to rewrite 27 on this one as 9 times 3. And 16 is 8 times 2. And cancel out these 8s and these 9s. Okay. X squared. I'm going to cancel one x with one of these, so I still have an x here. That 9's gone. Y to the 4th. Cancel 3 of the y's out. I still have one y there, but it cancels with that y. And this one z here, this is z to the 3rd, so I got z to the 2nd here. So I got to be careful. Everything got crossed off there. I got the 3 up here and the x up here. So I have 3x here. I got the 2. And I got the z squared. So 3x over 2z squared on that one. All right, number 5. I've got a squared minus b squared over 3a squared minus 6a plus 3 times a squared minus 1 over 4a plus 4b. I just went ahead and switched it to multiplication first. Now I'm going to factor difference of squares. That's a squared minus b squared is a plus b times a minus b. Make sure you know things like that. This, I see a GCF of 3. Between 3, 6, and 3 here. So I got a squared minus 2a plus 1. This is a minus 1 times a plus 1. And then a 4 is a GCF there. A plus b. All right. And I'm going to do one more thing here. I'm write the 3. I think that factors. I think that's a minus 1 times a minus 1. You know, what multiplies to 1 and adds to negative 2. Negative 1 times negative 1 is 1. Negative 1 plus negative 1 is negative 2. All right, we're ready to start crossing stuff off. The a plus b's go. This a minus 1 will go there. A minus 1 there. I think that's it. So my final answer, I'm going to write the a minus b times a plus 1 over, I got 3 times 4, which is 12, times a minus 1. And I'm just going to leave it factored. I will multiply the 3 times 4 together, though. All right. And number 6. Okay, it requires factoring. I'm not going to be as thorough as I was up here. X, I'm going to go x minus 5 times x minus 4, right? Negative 9 is what they add up to. Positive 20 is what it multiplies to. And this one will go, multiplies to 21. 7 times 3, 7 plus 3, yep. Let's do it. This one, I'm putting this one on top because I'm inverting and multiplying. 6 times x plus 7. This one I'll put on the bottom. Multiplies to negative 20 and adds to negative 1. Negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. Negative 5 times 4 is negative 20. Goes away there. Goes away there. That's the only number. 6 times x minus 4 over x plus 3 times x plus 4. All right. There is 6 all done. Now number 7. Okay. I'm going to just write it a little bigger here. 5a cubed b squared 9c over 10ab. This has 10. This has 5. We need 2 there. This has enough a's and b's. I need to put the 2 up here. I'll put it down there. You can get fancy here. Change colors. Now on this one, I have a to the third, so I need a squared. I have b to the second, I need another b. So, we have the common denominator of 10, a to the third, b to the second. The top, this is 8 plus 9, let me write the a first, a squared, b second, 9a squared bc over 10a cubed b squared. You've got to have a common denominator for addition and subtraction. Okay, I'm gonna work this one out. I'm gonna factor this denominator. We need to multiply to negative 24. 3 times negative 8. We need to add it so that we get negative 10, and I think negative 6 and negative 4. Multiplied. Nope, that doesn't work. Tricked me. But 12 and 2. If I make this negative times positive 2, that's negative. Negative 12 plus positive 2 is negative 10. So just be careful. Sometimes you'll have something that you can get through addition or subtraction, but you got to pay attention to the signs. So I got 3y squared minus 12y plus 2y minus 8. All right, GCF, we're looking at 3y, and then y minus 4 here, plus 2 times y minus 4 here. So y minus 4 is that GCF between these two terms now, times 3y plus 2. Okay, so I've got 12 over y minus 4 times 3y plus 2, a little room here, minus 3 over 4 times 2, so I'm going to go y minus 4 and y minus 2. Okay, this has a y minus 2 and a y minus 4. This one needs that y minus 2. So I'm going to put the y minus 2 right here and here. And this one, I need that 3y plus 2. So I got 12 times, go back to the color, original color, 12 times y minus 2 minus 3 times 3y plus 2 over y minus 4 times 3y plus 2 times y minus 2. So 12y minus 24 minus 9y minus 6, just distributing up there, over y minus 4 times 3y plus 2 times y minus 2. All right, 12 minus 9, that is 3y. Negative 24 minus 6 is negative 30. Okay. Over y minus 4 times 3y plus 2 times y minus 2. I am going to just get that 3 out of the top and bottom. 3 times y minus 10, that's not going to cancel with anything down here, but I'm still going to just leave it factored. But it'd be okay here. If it doesn't cancel, we're okay. If it does cancel and you miss it, you're going to be penalized a little bit. All right. Number 9. Okay. Factoring is involved here. Well, multiplies to 8. That's the 4 times 2. I'm looking at this denominator, if you didn't guess that already. and adds to 9. That's 8 and 1. So I got 2, well, I'm going to factor this first. 4x squared plus 8x plus 1x, I'll put the 1 out there, what the heck, plus 2. Put the 4 and x is the GCF for these two. I got x plus 2. And then 1 is the GCF there, and that's x plus 2. So that's 2x over x plus 2 times 4x plus 1. I didn't write that last step out here. This is 2 times x squared minus 4x minus 12. Let's see. I think I'm looking at x minus 6 and x plus 2 when you factor these two. I won't go into great detail there. So I got the 2, the x minus 6, and the x plus 2. Now, this one needs a 2. Look at 2 times. I'll go on the left side with the 2. And it also needs an x minus 6. Here and here. This one, we got the 2, we got the x minus 6 now, we got the x plus 2, we need a 4x plus 1 here and here. Alright, so 2 times 2x is 4x times x minus 6. So we're looking at 4x squared minus 24x, okay, plus 12x plus 3. We have that same denominator here, which is 2 times x plus 2 times 4x plus 1 times x minus 6. No particular order there. Commutative property says we can rearrange that. So I'm looking at 4x squared minus 12x plus 3 over 2 times x plus 2 times 4x plus 1 times x minus 6. Got to keep that concentration going. What multiplies to 12? I'm looking at that numerator and adds to negative 12. 6 times 6 is not 12. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 times 1, that's not going to add up. 4 times 3 is not going to add up to 12, and add up to 7. All right, I think we're done there. All right, one more of these. I've got 2y plus 7 over y minus 3 times y plus 1 multiplies to negative 3, adds to negative 2, minus 3y minus 2 over, multiplies to 5, adds, that's y plus 5 times y plus 1. Okay, what do we need here? I got the y plus 1. I need a y plus 5. Here and here. And here, I got the y5 plus 5, y plus 1. I need the y minus 3. All right, I'm going to FOIL the top, the numerator, and I got 2y squared. Change to black. First, outside is 10y inside is 7y, and last is 35, minus, I'm going to keep that in parentheses until I'm ready to combine, 3y squared first, outside is negative 9y, inside is negative 2y, and last is positive 6. I forgot to write that y minus 3 there. And that is all over y minus 3 times y plus 1 times y plus 5. 2y squared minus 3y squared. That is negative y squared. 10y plus 7y, that's 17y minus negative 9, that's plus. So plus 9y, 17y plus 9y is 26y. 26y plus 2, that's plus 28y. 35 minus 6 is 29. Interesting. I wonder if something's going to work there. Over y minus 3 times y plus 1 times y plus 5. Okay, I'm going to put the negative out here and write negative, and then write y squared minus 28y minus 29. Doing that, it's much easier to factor that way. And I'm going to factor that. It does factor. If I go minus 29 here, just forget the negative right now. It's already out here. Don't need to worry about it right now. I'm just looking inside the parentheses. And go y plus 1 here. Negative 29 times 1 is negative 29. Negative 29 plus 1 is negative 28. So that's how this one is factoring. And it's over y minus 3 times, y plus 1 times y minus 5. And the y plus 1s are actually canceling, so I've got the opposite of y minus 29 over y minus 3 times y minus 5. Okay. Whew, I'm worn out after that one. Now number 11. I'm going to times this by x over x. So I have 4x over x plus 2 over x on the top. Multiply that one by x over x, and I have 3x over x minus 2 over x for the common denominator. And that is 4x plus 2 over x, and that is over 3x minus 2 over x. This is a complex fraction here. And this means divide. So I'm going to take 4x plus 2 over x, and I'm going to multiply it by x over 3x minus 2. Those x's cancel nicely. And we have 4x plus 2 over 3x minus 2. Now I haven't done this in a while, but x cannot equal 0. In addition, 3x minus 2 cannot equal 0. So if I add 2 and divide by 3, I can see x also cannot be 2/3. That's a problem also. All right. Simplified version, constraints. Okay, this last one here. I'm going to take 2 times a minus 4 over a minus 1 times a minus 4, just dealing with the numerator, plus 3 over a minus 4 times a minus 1 times a minus 1 here to get the common denominator. And I've got 2a minus 8 plus 3a minus 3 over a minus 1 times a minus 4, and that is 5a minus 11 over a minus 1 times a minus 4. And a squared minus 5a, that's a minus 4 times a minus 1. All right, so that's this factored, which is the same as this. So I've run out of room here. Let me just kind of finish up the numerator. 5a minus 11 over a minus 1 times a minus 4. The denominator is 6 over a minus 1 times a minus 4. And that is 5a minus 11 over a minus 1 times a minus 4 times the reciprocal of this. A minus 1 times a minus 4 over 6. Cancel, 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 cancel. I got 5a minus 11 over 6. A cannot equal 1 or 4. Here's the simplified version. 5a minus 11 over 6. All right. Now let's get to the line stuff that we just finished with. Okay, we're writing the equations of lines with these given characteristics. Y equals mx plus b is slope-intercept form. The y coordinates here, the x coordinates here, the m value is here. So let's just put everything in. I got negative 2 equals 5/6 times 3 plus b. And I'm solving for b here, because my final answer, I'll have a value for m and a value for b, because that does not change with the line. The x and y's do change. So that's negative 2 equals, that's 2 here, equals 5/2 plus b. And 5/2 is 2.5. So I'm going to subtract 2.5 from both sides. So b is negative 4 1/2. And I'm going to write my final answer. Y equals 5/6 x minus 4 1/2. If we had to write it another way, we would probably write 9 over 2. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. All right, either answer is good, though. So there's 13. 14 passes through 5, negative 7, and negative 1, 5. Slope, y2 minus y1, not y to the first, over x2 minus x1, which I'm going to put 5 minus negative 7 over negative 1 minus 5. That's 5 plus 7, that's 12. Negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. 12 over negative 6 is negative 2. So I have my slope. And in y equals mx plus b, I'm going to choose these 2 points. It doesn't matter, I could choose these 2 points. But for my x and y, this is my m. Y, that's negative 7. M, that's negative 2. X, that's 5. And then plus b. So negative 7 equals negative 10 plus b. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. And I got 3 is equal to b. So y equals negative 2x plus 3. All right, 15. Parallel. Parallel means slopes are equal. So whatever the slope of this line is going to be the slope of the line we're looking for. And I'm going to find that slope by solving for y and looking at the coefficient of x. So that's negative 4y equals negative 2x plus 11. And I'll divide through by negative 4. So that's y equals negative 2 over 4. That's 1/2 x. The negatives cancel out. 2/4 is 1/2. I'll write minus 11/4. But this is all I want from that. M equals 1/2. M equals 1/2. That's the important part, and it's parallel. Okay. Y equals mx plus b. Start with that. This is my x, this is my y, this is my m. Y is 1, m is 1/2, x is 2, and then plus b. So 1 equals 1 plus b. Subtract 1, that is 0, b is 0. So y equals 1/2 x, and you can write plus 0 if you want, or you don't have to. Y equals 1/2 x. All right, number 16. It passes through 8, negative 3, and has an undefined slope. This line passes through this point, has an undefined slope. Undefined means vertical, right? Let me just draw that real quick. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 8, negative 3, vertical. Well, look at what I'm doing. This is at 8. X equals 8 is my, remember, bucks. Vertical, undefined slope, x equals is our, and x is equaling 8 there, our equation. All right. Perpendicular to x equals 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's x equals 5. Oops, okay. That's undefined. Anything that's perpendicular to that is horizontal. If it's horizontal, remember Hoy? 0 is the slope. M equals 0. So it passes through 9, 3, and M is 0. Just figured out it's a horizontal line, so it's got to be 0. So y equals mx plus b. 0 times 9 plus b is equal to 3. 3 equals 0 plus b. So b is 3. So y equals 0x plus 3. We could have just settled for y equals 3. Alright, and I probably could have just graphed 9, 3 like over here somewhere and just drawn that line, and we could have gone straight to y equals 3 as an alternative. Alright, your test will not be this long, but just know how to do any type of these problems that you might see. Alright, all my best, guys.